out to all the homies we still using full time. KAO DENERO take over from free tongue to root time. No matter how sad days, still the bubble now that true child. Love the country, let the people enjoy the breeze, that bitch. Hip hop music, the tool I use for preach at least. Regardless what they do, still make flow go read Francis. Educate the youth, make them chase the truth. No more laziness, yo, better lazy boot. So much pain, life can critical for some, bruh. KAO DENERO, the most lyrical in a long time. Thank God we get free medical.
Hey YouTube, this is Uncle Momo's music reaction channel where I provide my views on talented artists who have low subscribers and low views, as well as talented artists from around the world. Now once again, I have no idea or the reason why they have low subscribers and low views, but I'm going to bring it to the forefront of my channel for us to view. Now, my last one is KAO DENERO with I Pledge. This has been recommended a number of times, as well as other tracks that has been recommended to me. I will be going through them. I will be uploading on a regular basis of KAO DENERO's and Calligraph and a number of African hip-hop tracks as I'm going along. So you have no problem about that. That is one fundamental thing that's going to be staying on my channel. As I'm going through KAO DENERO's tracks, everyone is giving me an insight on the actual person himself. And when I think that I'm just figuring out him, he throws me a curveball and he does something even extra spectacular. And that makes me feel even more, I won't say more brilliant about him, but more like, wow, you know, this guy's amazing. You know, that kind of thing. I'd like to say thank you for all my subscribers for supporting me. Please continue to support me. Please send out any reactions that I carry out, anyone that you like, please just share it out to as many people as well. Let's get as much people onto my platform as possible, just to give these brilliant talented artists a wider platform, especially the artists with the low subscribers and low views. I really want to build them up, and you guys are absolutely a formidable force in helping me doing so. So thank you so much for doing that. Also, I'd like to say thank you for all the artists that are coming back and just checking out my site and leaving a number of messages. That has just been amazing. That's so nice of you. You can follow me on Instagram, Uncle Momo Music Reaction. You can follow me on Facebook, Uncle Momo. You can follow me on Twitter, Uncle Momo. Facebook is Uncle Momo Music. You can follow me on Twitter. You can follow me here. Just type in Uncle Momo in Google and see what comes up, and it's me. And just find me. LinkedIn, brilliant way to get in contact with me. Reverb Nation, another way to get in contact with me. I'm just all over the place. Check me out and find me. If you like to support what I do, please just share, and that would be absolutely amazing if you could do that. Right, the last upload of today, KAO DENERO, a formidable force in going forward, a person that doesn't dwell on what should have or what could have, but still carries on with the message, smiles even if that message hits just one person for the day. He still sees it as worthwhile. You know, that kind of person. You know what we're here for. Great vocabs and a damn good video audio music. Can you dig it?
No matter what an apple represents, I do. I pledge, man. Hey, yeah. Talk down on me, country, I go make you go blow clean. Possess the blood of Ibure, by cold blow queen. Feel the pain on me, people we're still in by chloroquine. Due to malaria, spitting for the country that I cherish. Check your maps, you're right next to Liberia. The life inside the present, I always grab me blessing. The bubble from Salone, you can tell me swag the dressing. All the good people on me home, pray that God will bless them. It's not the time to think about your own involvement. Left for them relax and just to blame the government. For better and progress, it's not the time for the effect. 50th anniversary, the time for reflect. Shout out to all the people who are still a fan for the net. To light the fire, KAO DENERO is like Messiah. Make me country proud, yo, me life desire. Think about that home, boy, I see the light you kaya. Let your love and loyalty to me be love country. Round the screaming shout, salute. Pray for peace and unity, love and tranquility. Yeah. Stay away for the rain and we hold. Bro, man. Salute, salute. Sometimes I give it feeling I'm me born. Salute, salute. Bless the land, thou call me home. Hey, Chemo, Salone, Pop, take a picture, Kodak. Was claim to love the land, ask them, when last then go back. They never always there, since swear the country's
Always,
Kodak.
man.
Performing all the district, these niggas don't even know Jack. But who can run them mods for the green, white, and blue?
Yeah.
I love among we self, all time la me fight taboo. I expect the mysterious ways of the mommy ties up too. The place they quick for stop you if you ain't go after your dream.
Damn.
People still they wonder who go can't redeem. The whole time for see regime after regime. But I still love me rapper like the Ghana man love can say.
Still.
Never hear it and say count at the man of play. Concentrate on myself. I like the other man love to take. I know about me. Even me enemies trust me. Now love I give them. Plus never tribalistic. Never base me life on dialect or me tribal district. Let me love the loyalty to me be love country. Rappers screaming shout salute. Pray for peace and unity, love and tranquility. Peace and unity, man. Now we hold salute. Yeah. Sometimes I can feel an amigo. I can feel pain, man. Salute. Bless the land without calling home. No matter what's happen, trust me, KAO the boy in that country. Love how we source them from Cassaveli to Punky.
Yeah.
No matter the situation, what's not him now for free. Salon man for build boy, possess a true style. Shout out to all the homies we still use them full pile. KAO DENERO take over from free tongue to root tide. Yeah. No matter how sad they still the bubble on our true child. Love the country, let the people enjoy the breeze that bitch. Hip hop music, the tool I use for preach at least. Regardless what they do, still me flow go read Francis. Educate the youth, make them chase the truth. No more laziness, yo, better less you boot. So much pain, life can critical for some bruh. KAO DENERO the most lyrical in a long time. Thank God we get free medical for Kumbra. I pray we don't get the government will go similar to Junta. Let's love the loyalty to the village country. I pledge love, salute. Raise your hands up. Unity, love and tranquility. Stand up, baby. KAO, salute. 2011 shit. Yeah, sometimes I can feel an amigo. It's at the temple unite me. Come together as one. No more blue, no more red. What about green, white, and blue, man? York 7, what up? Shout out to me homies, them, you know what I mean? Willie J, what up, man? LA, the boss, was good, RFM. B2's Tech Syria. Menace the General. You know what I mean? Poopa Banja, Dry Eye. Hey, boss, what up? I see you, nigga. All the young homies that are the streets, man. Sees the violence, you know what I mean? So my peace and love, yo. Nah, man, KAO DENERO the king, you already know. Hey. Black Leo for life, baby.
So that was KAO DENERO with I Pledge. There's something that's interesting that I just noticed, and I just came to this calculation as well. He bigged up Buju Banton a while ago, and it now kind of clearly makes sense on the type of I was going to say type of soul that he has, but I see where he's floated around. So, for instance, he's known in Jamaica, but where is he going in Jamaica? He's the same way where he is from Sierra Leone. He still goes, like, for instance, Kingston in Jamaica is sort of like it's kind of on the same. If you want to contrast, you know, I feel that he feels at home in Kingston because it resembles the same way how he feels when he goes back home. He still sees that, you know, he smells that the air, and he smells the cooking and everything else. He sees the people and it's like, whoa, I haven't even moved anywhere. I really feel that. Also, I want to find out who is KAO DENERO's inspirations. Because this, I feel, plays a very important part in the way how he raps. And I'm not talking about, I'm talking about musical inspirations. I'm not talking about historian inspirations. I'm talking about as in the music. Obviously he loves and he's eats, talks and drinks and thinks hip hop. But it's got to start from somewhere. And I want to find out who is his hip hop inspirations. And I'll guarantee it's going to go back to the likes of Big Daddy Kane. You know, if you are a hip-hop connoisseur and you know about hip-hop, then you know that name that I just now said there, it had a massive impact within the hip-hop industry. And I'm talking about before your LL Cool J's and all that business. I'm talking about way before your NWA. I don't think KAO DENERO's inspiration was the likes of NWA. I think it was before that. Because the way how he constructs his rap, you know, it's very, very when you've got a message to talk about something, especially over America, you are vibrant, you are loud, and you are sharp, and you want to make sure that your point comes across. And it's that but I'm seeing this in modern hip hop. It's more of the It's about who can make the best, who can find the best melody. You know, it's all about, you know, oh, look what I can do, and who can say it the fastest, or who can, it's all different kind of interesting flows to prove, or just to show your prowess of how you can construct and put into form of different melodies into it. But when you've got a message to talk about someone, that goes out the window, because you want to convey it as conservative as possible, almost like a newsreader. You want to make sure that what you're saying, what you're portraying, what you're trying to, your message, what you're trying to get out, is, if it's going to get out to the mass amount of people, then it's got to be constructed in a way for it to grab your attention and for you to listen to. So therefore, you can't really afford to play on the way how you want to bounce the melody on the track, because the most important part is for you to make sure that the message gets out there and get heard. Does that make sense? And I'm seeing that in KAO Denero's in tracks, when, you know, obviously, like I said to you many times over, I said that I've called him many names. I've called him the preacher, the educator. I've called him, and I will continue making more names for KAO Denero as it goes along. Certain people understand him, certain people don't. The people that don't understand him, I don't think that they are truly stepping back and detaching yourself from what you normally listen to regarding hip hop. Absolutely detach yourself from that and then come back in. Because if you don't detach yourself and do that and then come back in, then all you're going to do is compare KAO to another artist. You can't do that. And I said that many times over. You should have no right to compare any artist, especially the ones in Africa. I don't care if you compare anybody anywhere else around the world, but should not compare any artist in Africa. They're all in the same spot, trying to do the same good. And if they just turn around and look at each other and say, yo, why don't we all make a fabulous track, a unison track to celebrate what we're doing? No, let's call it Africa. I don't know, whatever. Just to get everybody, this is the amazing power, and it's just coming to mind. Can you imagine if all, and I said this many times over, can you imagine if all the African artists came together to make one song about Africa? How much African people would it unite? How much of the world would turn around and see what is going on over there? Who's done that? Who's created that? Now, how simple is it for them guys to make it? So simple, isn't it? That's a ticking bomb, explosive bomb, when you've got so many brilliant talents together, all know each other, and quite rightly so, can go to each other and just make a track, a big OG track. Can you imagine an OG track with all the OGs from all over Africa jumping in, representing, you know, an anniversary, a celebration or something, but an OG track? Wow. And look at that. I'm just thinking that just by watching a KAO Denero, listen to KAO Denero track, and this is what I'm talking about. He demands the thinking power of his tracks, and I said it. You know, he commands debate on his tracks. I would not have think about what I thought about if I was listening to, I don't know, any other tracks. That, I mean, I must have come to derive to that, but it would have took me much longer. How about that? It would take me much longer. You think of many different kind of possibilities when you're after listening to KAO Denero's track. It just sets your mind alert. And I've said that many times over. So I don't understand these other subscribers, I don't know where they come from or whatever, blah, 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 that come in and don't quite rate particular artists from Africa. It's not only KAO Denero. They're quite... you know, as you know, they're very informative and they're very direct as well of what they like and what they don't like. And they're very quick off the mark to try and think that I'm not going to say I know you guys or anything like that, but there's certain people that think that they know an artist so quickly by listening to a Manchester song, quickly compare it to another artist and say, well, nah, he's not like that artist. No. That is so a small-minded way of thinking about an artist. It really is. Especially when you've got an artist that's got so much to give and has been given and continuously given and still giving. All the time. There's no one track of KAO's that is at set for, you know, the audio quality from going way, way, way back. But if you listen to the words, despite the audio quality, it still has its fundamental force in uplifting you, creating a different kind of avenue of your mindset of where you want to do and what you want to do after you listen to that particular track. That's why I did, you know, when KAO DENERO listened to my latest reaction of him, and he sent me a message saying that I'm going to be carrying out the video to this by this week, and I sent him an email today saying I hope that the video went really well from you. I haven't gone back to Instagram to find out. I haven't gone back to Instagram to find out what the reply back is, but no doubt I guarantee you that he has replied back, or he will reply back. It's just amazing position where I am at the moment with interaction with artists, and I'm just going to spread the news to you guys. But for now, I pledge it is an absolute lovely track to sit down and scrutinize to see where really scrutinize to see exactly what he's talking about and where he's coming from. And as you scrutinize and really go deep in there, it opens door to other things that you did not even realize that was there when he was talking about it. It really was. It really is. For instance, Buju Banton. Where the hell is KAO DENERO going with hanging out with Buju Banton? Do you understand what I'm saying? You would not think of that. Or maybe you do. It's maybe just me. But you saw the Shabba ranks. Right, so there you go. KAO DENERO. I salute you, sir. A force to be reckoned with, a gem in the night sky. The accolades can go on. You may not have a trophy, but I seriously think that from the people of Sierra Leone, you are a trophy that they can pick up and hold and lift up high. That's got to be something amazing.
No matter what's happen, trust me, KAO the boy in our country. Love how we sauce them from Cassaveli to Punky. Yeah. No matter the situation, what's not him now for free. Salon man for real boy, possess a true style. Shout out to all the homies, we still a use them full time. KAO DENERO take over from free tongue to root tide. Yeah. No matter how sad they still the bubble on our true child. Love the country, let the people enjoy the breeze, that bitch. Hip-hop music, the tool I use for preach at least. Regardless what they do, still make flow go read Francis. Educate the youth, make them chase the truth. No more laziness, yo, better less you boot.